What percentage of students have failed to learn English?
I think like only 30%.
There could be many ways to learn English expressions. When you watch a certain TV show, you could look up some words that you don't know, or you just try to copy the way they speak. You could deliberately repeat them. What strategy did you pick to learn some English expressions?
First of all, I watched it with the subtitles, and then when I fully understand like what they're saying with the subtitles, and then I turn it off. And then watch it again without the subtitles helped me to understand the situation, because like subtitles like this in Korean, like you don't have to listen about it. All you have to do is just watching it. But if you turn off the like subtitles, in that way you know what situation people are using the phrase. Depends on the situation, and you can try to copy it and repeat after the like the TV show. I use the English like subtitles as well. You know like exactly what they're saying. Sometimes like you cannot hear what they're saying. Maybe it's too fast or too noisy with the backgrounds. So I use the English subtitles as well to understand the clearly and then pick it out easily. First of all, like I use the Korean subtitles and turn it off and watch it again. And if there is like something that I don't get it, I turn the English subtitles to watch it again.
When you hear someone, an unfamiliar expression, do you think in your mind, wow, I have to remember that expression, just pass, and then you hear those expressions over and over again, and is the expression just suddenly become your second nature? Which one is the case?
I still do write down the words or expression or a phrase on my phone. When I hear about like someone saying, oh, I can say it that way, write down on my phone, and then I just can like use it for the next time, or it can be a reminder of my new phrase. You know how to like say 멍 때리다? I didn't know at the time, so I was like doing 멍 때리기. My wife was like asking me like, what are you doing? Like I was just like looking at the like air, like, and that was the wrong like phrase.
Really? I thought that was right.
So you can say you're spacing out. Just like wrote it down on my phone again, and then, like try to like use it for the next time I was 멍 때리기.
How exactly did you start understand TV shows and movies? I mean, did you start to understand all of a sudden most of the contents after getting past some points, or did you see gradual progress every single day?
I think like my case is the second one. I could understand like step by step. I think like it depends on how much you know about it. So let's say you knew about like all the grammars and words. The problem was listening. And so you could be more like familiar with the English, and suddenly like you could understand everything. I think like that was the first case, and my case was I learned it step by step. I could understand little more every day.
Have you ever experienced that at first you couldn't really understand a certain movie, and then after a few months, after a few years, after you put a lot of work in listening and understand English, then you find yourself start to understand some of them?
Yes.
Oh, really?
A few months ago, I was like watching the movie with my wife and my kid, and it was the old movie that I used to watch in the high school. So it feels weird.
I want to talk about more about how you watch TV shows, movies, and dramas in English. Did you watch a lot of movies even if you couldn't really understand them? Or did you watch a certain content repeatedly over and over again?
If I download a movie, I watch it until I understand like everything.
So did you rewind a certain scene time and time?
Yes. I just like rewind, like watch it over and over, like until I hear it, or it's called like shadowing. Like just follow the like the what they're saying. Like I was doing that as well. It helped me a lot to understand the phrase, how they say it. I could like pick up something and then like make my word.
If you watch a movie, you just miss a certain part. You can't really understand that part. Then you rewind that part, let's say 3 times, but you can't still understand that. Then would you just pass that scene and move on to the next scene? Or would you try to repeat that scene 5 times, 7 times, even more, 10 times more until you finally perfectly understand them?
I do the first one. You skip the like scene because it just like depends on like people's accent. United States is a big country having a lot of states. They all having like different accents. Southern part like has a southern accent. West Coast like they have like their own smooth accent. And East part they all have the like different accent. You don't have to understand like everything, but you have to know that's how they say it. With the subtitle, you'll know that like what they're saying. Understand how they say it, and you can just like skip it.
Were there other Koreans as well in your school with poor English?
Actually, there are a lot of them. It's not a truth that like you study in the foreigner like country or graduate their like college, university. Like it doesn't always mean that you learn like how to speak English. Still, a lot of my friends who already like graduated the college with me couldn't speak English, and they always like came to me for speaking English for them. I don't think like, it is always true that you just learn English if you're studying abroad. I think like you have to like study. You need to put yourself in a situation that like of studying, not just sitting there, just hanging out with Koreans. Actually, there are a lot of them going there having a party with Koreans only because you feel lonely if you're living in the foreigner country. You miss the like their cultures, peoples, food. You miss everything.
So some of them had success in learning English, and some of them unfortunately failed to, reach the goal of English fluency.
Yeah, I can tell it like that.
It might sound like I'm kind of obsessed with a number, but I want to give our viewers at least a rough picture of how many people have succeeded in learning English and how many people have failed in English. Roughly speaking, what percentage of students that you've met there have failed to learn English?
I think like only 30%. They're speaking really good English after like for a long time of like living there. If you're like living in a Koreatown, you don't need to like speak English.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like, do you mean 30% had success or failed?
Success.
Okay. So the rest of the 70%
Or failed or
Really?
not speaking really good English. It doesn't always mean that, oh, you graduated to like the college in the States. Oh, you're really smart. Oh, you're a doctor. I saw a lot of doctors like couldn't even like speak English, even if like they graduated the college or like programs. The people who studying really hard only like achieved the achievement of like speaking English, I guess.
Okay, so you are one of them.
Not really.
Okay, it's all we have for today's video, and before finishing this video, you are kind of doing a favor for me. I want to do a small favor for you, so if you have something you want to promote, please do that now.
Oh, I have my Instagram 42mon. Please follow me. Also, we have our company YouTube, the city.flex. Please follow us. That's it. That's all I have
Good job,
to say.
good job. Thank you for watching, and make sure to follow his account on Instagram and visit his company's website, YouTube channel.
YouTube channel.
Okay, take care. Bye bye.